So one of the great advantages of working with us here at Lichtsinn RV, only 1 mile from Winnebago Industries, is we can communicate with you via the vast resources of technology that we have. And today we're going to kick off putting the off-the-grid boondocking capabilities of the Winnebago Solis to the test. So today we're in the all-new Winnebago Solis, and we're going to test the off-the-grid boondocking capabilities of the battery system. And in the Winnebago Solis, there are dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 RV batteries that power the 12-volt system. Those Group 31 RV batteries are replenished anytime the coach is plugged in, anytime that you're driving the coach off of the Ram ProMaster alternator, or off of the 220 watts of solar that are mounted to the Studio Loft pop top sleeping area. So today is Wednesday here at Lichtsinn RV. This week we have a real wide variety of weather that we're going to see. Today it's going to be about 51 degrees and cloudy. For the rest of the week we're going to experience rain showers tomorrow. We're going to have sun on Friday and a wide variety over the weekend as well. Really testing the capabilities of the 220 watts of solar that are mounted to the pop top of the roof. So right now this Winnebago Solis is completely off the grid. It's not plugged in. We do have the refrigerator cooled to 37 degrees that we'll show you here in a moment. It is fully contained, so we have a case of water in it. We have ice cubes in the freezer. We also have several different bomb pops that you'll see throughout the next week. So let's go to just some measurements so that you can kind of get a feel for what we're doing. So with the 220 watts of solar that are mounted rooftop, we can control that and monitor that through this Xantrax solar charge controller. And you're going to see several different readings, many of which are related to how much light is converted then into charging the dual group 31 RV batteries. That's the photovoltaic reading, and it's abbreviated on the panel as PV. So I'm just going to step aside and walk through each of the readings on the Xantrax solar charge controller. So currently the batteries are at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the actual temperature of the batteries. The batteries are carrying 13.1 volts. We've had 4 kilowatt hours worth of photovoltaic energy since the last charge cycle from the solar controller. We're putting in 2.0 amps from the solar activity, and again, keeping in mind it's a fairly cloudy day today. And also they are charging at 13 volts into the dual group 31 RV batteries from the solar panel. And then that brings you back to the main screen at 77 degrees. So now if I slide over, I'll show you all of the things that are inside this NovaCool compressor-driven refrigerator. This NovaCool compressor-driven refrigerator is an 85 liter. It is the R3 series from NovaCool. It does have a positive lock latching mechanism here. And as I open the refrigerator, you can see the water that we have inside the fridge. Also inside the freezer, we have several different bomb pops along with frozen ice cubes, and we'll put those to the test over the next week. And the fridge is at 37 degrees based on the thermometer that we have inside the NovaCool refrigerator. So we're going to put this coach to the test over the next week. Again, we're going to have a wide variety of outdoor conditions. 51 degrees today here in Forest City with clouds. Tomorrow it's going to be 51 degrees with showers. Friday we're experiencing upper 40s with sun. Saturday and Sunday cloudy and sun, and then we'll regroup next Monday as we put the Winnebago Solis off the grid capabilities to the test here at Lichtsinn RV.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm the guest services specialist here at Lichtsinn RV, and today it is Thursday, day 2 of our solar experiment of the Winnebago Solis. The temperature today is 54 degrees. Kind of a windy, cloudy, overcast type of day. And now we're going to go through our settings up here. So the battery temperature is 77. The voltage of the batteries is at 13. Kilowatt hours, so this is how many kilowatts we've brought in today. Is 5. 1.2 amps, so this is what it's actually currently bringing in for solar, 1.1. 13 volts is our controller voltage. and then we're back to the 77. So now we are going to move over here to the refrigerator, where inside we have a case of water and there's some bomb pops and ice. So right now our temperature is 31 degrees. The water is cold, nice and cold. You open up the door, bomb pops feel pretty good, and our ice cube tray is still ice. So tomorrow, we will continue our off-the-grid capabilities experiment on the Winnebago Solis.
Hi, I'm Abby, a sales consultant here at Lichtsinn RV, and we are on day 3 of our solar experiment for the Winnebago Solis. Today is Friday. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Today's been about partly sunny, and the high temp is about 42 degrees. So let's go ahead and take a look at our levels here. For our battery, it's showing we're fully charged. And then if we come down to the solar controller, it's showing our batteries are at about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The voltage is about 14.1 volts. Our energy accumulated since the last reset is 5 kilowatts an hour. The input current into the batteries is 3.4 amps. And the input voltage is 14 volts. If you click again, it just goes back to your temperature reading. So if we take a look inside the fridge, it's showing our temperature is about 37 degrees. And our waters are staying nice and cold. In the freezer, we have some ice that's still frozen. And we've also got some bomb pops that are still good. And we'll check in tomorrow as we continue our off-grid capabilities solar experiment on the Winnebago Solis.
Deanna here at Lichtsinn RV, one of the sales consultants. We are here on day 4. It's Saturday for our Winnebago Solis capability experiment. It's about 35 degrees out, with it cloudy with a little bit of precipitation. So let's go ahead and check out how our batteries are doing. So we are at full capacity on our batteries. And come down here to the solar controller. We're gonna start with our battery temperature, which is at 77 degrees. Next, we're gonna look at our battery voltage, which is 13.1. Next is the solar controller energy accumulated since the last reset, which is 5 kilowatt hours. Next is the solar controller input current into the batteries, which is 2.8 amps. And the input voltage is 13 volts. So let's go ahead and check out the temperature on our refrigerator. So right now it looks like we're about 36 degrees. Our water is nice and cold. And our bomb pops are good, as well as our ice is nice and solid. And so on Monday, we will continue our off-the-grid capability experiment here on the Winnebago Solis.
Hello, I'm Cody Likey, sales consultant here at Lichtsinn RV, and today is Monday, day 6 of our Winnebago Solis solar experiment. The high today is in the low to mid 40s. It's currently about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So what we're going to do first here is we're going to check our readouts from our readout panels. The battery is currently 2/3 full still. We have a current battery temperature of about 77 degrees. The battery voltage on the panel is reading out at 12.6 volts. The solar controller energy that's been accumulated since the last reset is about 6 kilowatts an hour. The solar controller input currently going into the batteries is reading out at 0.5 amps. And lastly, the solar controller input voltage is at 13 volts. So what we're going to do next here is go over to the refrigerator and check out what we have going on inside. The temperature is currently reading at about 36 degrees. Our water in here is still nice and cold. The bomb pops, icicles are still frozen, feel good. And lastly, the ice cubes are still ice cold as they should be. Tomorrow will conclude our 7-day Winnebago Solis experiment with sales consultant Nicole Lovick-Blazer.
Hi, my name is Nicole Blazer with Lichtsinn RV. It is Tuesday, day 7 of our experiment with solar and the refrigerator in the Winnebago Solis. It has been a high of 43 today, beautiful clear skies. So let's just check on the status of the batteries. And we do have full charge with our batteries. Next, we're going to take a look at our Xantrex solar charger controller, the monitor. And the battery temperature is going to read 77 degrees. The battery voltage on the panel is 13.6. The solar controller energy accumulated since the last reset in kilowatt hours is 7. The solar controller input current into the batteries in amps is 2.7 amps. And then the solar controller input voltage is 14 volts. So let's just check on the status of the refrigerator. And current reading is right around 37 degrees. And water is cold, nice and cold. Taking a look at the freezer, we've got some popsicles in here. Bomb pops are solid. We also have a tray of ice cubes, which also are solid. So holding steady, that's fantastic. It's been a week-long experiment, and stay tuned. Hannah will wrap up the summary.
Well, welcome back. Today is day 7 of our opportunity to test the off-the-grid boondocking capabilities of the new Winnebago Solis. Today in day 7, we've had a very overcast day, so this has been a really good test for the Solis and our ability to recharge the dual Group 31 AGM RV batteries from the 220 watts of Fleximat solar that are atop the pop-top studio loft in the Winnebago Solis. So today was about 47 degrees. It was overcast all day. It's late in the day right now, about 4 o'clock. And so we're gonna throw in the towel. We're gonna wrap this up because we literally could probably go on forever. And so let's check back in and just test all of the different measurements that we've been giving you all week. And we'll also take a look inside the fridge.
So the Solis has provided a great opportunity for boondocking capability by way of the photovoltaic solar monitoring system. So over the course of our experiment, we've averaged then a battery temp of 77. Currently at 77 now. We have averaged an 13.2 battery voltage on the panel. Currently at 12.7. We've averaged 5 solar control energy accumulated since the last reset in kilowatt hours. We're currently at 7. We've averaged 2.1 solar control input current into the batteries in amps. We're currently at 1.4. And we've also averaged 13 on the solar controller input voltage. And we're currently at 13.
Let's check inside the fridge. You have one.
So as we go in, our water still nice and cool. We're averaging at 36 to 37 degrees. The bomb pops still frozen, and our ice cubes are clearly still frozen and firm.
So if you'd like to see any additional tests on the Winnebago Solis, reach out to any of our factory trained consultants here at Lichtsinn RV, as we've tested the off-the-grid boondocking capabilities of the Winnebago Solis here at Lichtsinn RV, where we're only a mile north of the Winnebago Factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa.